Hello. First of all, congratulations everyone, those who got good results at the exam. I wanted to do a new video, especially because most of you all questioned me regarding your results and regarding your university entrance with your results and how can you apply the university and what universities you can apply and all. So I want to inform you when you do languages. Now most of you are like now this YouTube channel is for the students, those who do English literature as a subject, that is especially, right? So then when you do English literature as a subject, most of you all belong to arts stream. So you do 3 art subjects, English literature and 2 other subjects. So then you belong to arts stream. But you know, when you do 2 languages with another art subjects, then your stream becomes like languages under the arts stream, but you belong to languages section. Then you can do English literature, French language, and another subject like business, statistics, logic, political science, or like that. So most of the time you can select 2 languages and another subject, then it is arts stream under the stream of languages, right? So when you do like that, when you apply, when you do English literature as a subject and when you get the results and when you apply university, you apply under the arts stream, that you all know. So what I want to inform you is some of you all, as I have mentioned in the other videos also, when you do English literature as a subject, sometimes you won't get an A grade. Very rarely you get an A grade or a B grade. Most of the students end up having C's and B's. C's and S passes. C, B, C, S, like very rarely you get A passes. So, but just imagine you have an S pass for English literature and 2 A passes for the other 2 subjects, like A for French, A for business statistics, or like A for Japanese, and B for ICT, and S for English literature. So everything depends on your Z score. So if you're like, no matter what the result is, if your Z score is good, let's take like this, if it's like 3 A's, or if your Z score is more than 2, you will now, as I mentioned earlier, you all belong to arts stream. So the ones who have high Z score under arts stream can go for law faculties. That is the first point. You can definitely apply for the law faculty. They give the first cutoff mark for the highest Z score. They give the cutoff mark for the law faculty. Then the next cutoff mark for the common cutoff mark, what they give for the arts students, that would be for the general intake. They give a cutoff mark. It can be like, just imagine if it is 1.5, 1.4. So if your Z score is more than that, you can apply for the universities that you like. You can make your choice, like first choice this university, second choice this, third this, fourth this, like that. You can mention as you wish, and they inform you according to your Z score. They will inform you which university you get selected. Now the problem comes here. Imagine if you have an S pass for your English literature and other results like B, C, S, O, like that, and if your Z score is less than the general cutoff mark. I can't exactly tell you what would be the cutoff mark, because it depends on time to time with the results. So just imagine if your Z score is less than the general cutoff mark, then also you can apply. Don't worry that you have an S for English literature. You can apply for the universities that you like, because even though your cutoff mark is less than the general cutoff mark, your Z score is less than the general cutoff mark that they give, you get an opportunity. That is because the students, those who do English literature as a subject, are considered as a students, the ones who have done a special subject. English literature is always considered to be as a special subject. So when you do English literature as a subject and when you have an S pass, at least if you pass the subject, and if your Z score is like 1.1 or 0, imagine if it is 0.9, 0.8, then also you can apply, because most probably means like you will get an opportunity. It's like this: they first take the students for the art faculties in the universities under the general cutoff mark. So when they take the students for the art faculties under the general cutoff mark, very few students get selected for the English department. Because like most of the students have C's and S passes. So under the general cutoff mark, very few students get selected. Now let's take an example like University of Colombo. Imagine they can give opportunity for 100, it's an example. Imagine that they can give opportunity for 100 students to do English literature as a subject for their degree. Imagine from the general cutoff mark, if they got 50 students, they have more space for 50 more students. Then they give, like they see then who are less than the general cutoff mark. They see then who else can, to whom they can give the opportunity. So then under the special intake, we call this as a special intake, they give opportunity for the ones who have less than that, like the ones who have the general less than the general cutoff mark, they give opportunity for them, right? So it's like this, like imagine if your Z score is like 0.8 or 0.7, so they give a special intake cutoff mark. For example, like imagine the special intake cutoff mark is 0.8. So if your Z score is more than that, you will definitely get the university entrance, right? So don't worry if your Z score is less. I mean, like most of the time, I know you all worry when you have an S for English literature, and if your Z score is 0.7, 0.8, 9, 1.1, 1.3, like if you do not, because you all know the general cutoff mark is like 1.3, 1.5. So if your Z is less than that, you normally worry about it. You think that you won't get an opportunity. So I wanted to make this video to inform you all, don't bother most of the time. Like every time they give a special intake cutoff mark. But the thing is this, when they give the general intake cutoff mark, they see the number of students they are getting for the faculties, and it takes few time, like maybe 1 month, like then they give another cutoff mark and they give the second chance, the next they take the next batch under the special intake. So when you have done English literature and when you pass the subject with at least an S pass, you will, if your Z score is like, at least I can't exactly tell what would be the special intake cutoff mark, because it depends from time to time. Imagine if it is 0.8, 0.9, so it depends on the number of students, those who pass the subject. So if it is 0.8 or 9 or 7, then you get, once I remember one of my students, she the cutoff Z score was 0.6 and another got 0.7, but they also got opportunities on for the different universities, because they mostly, these universities, they check the number of students they have for the English department, and they give chance for the students, because they get very few students for the English departments under the general intake. And also when you have like I wanted to tell you this as well, the ones who have A's and B's for English literature, most of the time you try to join the law faculty. That's good. If you have a dream to be a lawyer, if you have a dream to go to the law faculty, that's really good. But when you have an A for English literature, it would be nice if you go for the English department and if you do English for your degree, because most of the time the ones who get A's and B's for English would try to go for the law faculty, and they don't select English literature as a subject. But it would be nice if you can select English literature as a subject, because you are in a good standard. If you get an A or a B for English literature, that means your English standard is very high. So you can, when you go to the English department, you can do a lot from with English literature. So think about that as well. You can apply for the law faculty definitely with your Z score, but think about that as well, because when you go to the English department, then also you can do a lot with the English subject. And also the other thing, now quite recently they have introduced teaching English as second language for their degree. So University of Sri Jawadanapura, Colombo University, like that, different universities, they introduce that program. So you might get selected for that. Then they will train you to be as an English teacher. The thing is, very few students do English literature in comparison to the percentage of other students, those who select science and maths for their A levels. Like very few students select English literature as their A-level subject. So very few students, then among them also very few students get the opportunity, like most of very few students pass the subject. So like the percentage is low, that's why, like but nowadays, like we find like lot of schools give opportunities for English as a subject. So they need more, the universities and the country need more people, more students with English qualification. So the best way to identify as an English qualified student is the ones who are with the English language for their A-level. So the fact that you have done English literature, it goes like the subject comes like English language. So inside that you find English literature and language. So when you have done English language, advanced level English language as a subject, so it will be a qualification for you. At least if you have an S pass, or sometimes imagine you have done the subject but you could not pass the subject, then also at least that would be also a qualification for you, because your English level is anybody knows, like your English level is in a good standard. So keep that in mind. You need to encourage more students to do English for your for the A levels. Then also when you have an S pass, when you have a C pass, then also you can get the university entrance. Especially I wanted to tell this for the ones who have S passes, because most of the students get S passes for English literature. Very few students get A's and B's. So don't worry, you will get the opportunity. Then I am telling with my experience. I have a lot of students, those who got the university entrance like that. So the only thing is you need to apply. You have to apply, and also it's better if you can mention in your application the fact that in a letter or something, it's better if you can mention that I have done English literature as a special subject and I got an S pass for that too, like that. Or else, even though without that also, when you have a good when you mention your Z score, they give the opportunities. Only the thing is you have to wait, because if you do not get selected under the general intake, you will definitely get an opportunity under the special intake. Only thing is that you have to wait a short period of time. It might be 1 month or 2 months. Very very short period. You can for more details you can inquire from the UGC when are they giving the next cutoff mark for the ones for the students those who have done the special subjects such as English literature. So they will inform, like we will give the next cutoff mark within these days, like that. So you can keep on applying. When you apply the university, see the priority, like there are some ranks for the university, but don't bother about those ranks. Like don't think this university is better, this university is not good, like that. Whatever it is, when you get the degree from a university, you are a graduate. And also don't bother about your result as well. Even though you have an A, imagine you have one student has an A, another student has an S, both get the entrance to one university. When you complete your degree, you are a graduate. Nobody asks from you what is your A-level result, whether you got an A or an S for literature, because you are a graduate. Because now when you pass your A-levels, nobody asks you what about your grade 5 scholarship exam results. Nobody will ask. So it's better if you the fact is that you need to pass your A-levels. Like when you pass it, when you have an S pass at least for your English literature, that's great, perfect. So you can apply. Most probably you will get the opportunity. Only the thing is, it depends on the second cutoff mark, not the general intake cutoff mark, the special intake cutoff mark that they are giving. So you just have to wait for a while and see how it is, whether it is more than or less than your set score. So that's the thing. I hope you all got an idea. I wanted to inform you this because most of the students kept on asking me questions about this. So I thought of making a video regarding this and post. Anything, if you need to clarify anything in detail, you can send me a message under the comment section. I will reply you. So all the best everyone. Keep on doing your studies. Keep on doing English literature. Enjoy doing English literature. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.